Hey, what's up, fans? Ryan here, the bearded veteran, and we are back with another episode. So, I want to start off by going over how to register for a Seller Central account. I am going to walk you through it step by step.
This is the Retail Tale by the bearded veteran.
Sorry, I had to get rid of my earpiece there because it was super annoying. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain or the woman under the blanket. Okay, so Seller Central registration, I want to make sure you understand each step in a row, how to do it, one right after the other. It's really simple, especially if you're computer savvy, but I want to make sure that I answer any questions you guys might have. And after this, we're going to be talking about how to add a product. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And this is a video I created for my course. This is what the first part of the registration looks like. So you can go to this link right here, or you can just go to services.amazon.com and it will bring up this screen. So of course the professional selling account is $39.99 to start. There is also the individual selling account here that you can sign up for free, and then you just pay per item when you sell instead of $40 monthly. Obviously, if you're going to be selling more than 40 items, then go ahead and sign up for the professional selling account. If you're just getting started and you want to kind of get your feet wet, then the individual account is perfectly fine. If you have an existing Amazon account for anything, whether it's Amazon, Amazon Prime, Merch by Amazon, Amazon Associates, you can use the exact same login right here that you would use for those. All right, so once you sign in, you're going to see this screen, and the legal name, if you are a registered business, will include the business name and your first and last name. If you are not a registered business, of course, you can just put your first and last name right here. Of course, check I have read and accepted the terms and conditions, even though we all know nobody does, and that's how South Park episodes are born. Here you're just going to tell them about your business, so this is going to be your street address, your unique display name. I'd love to talk about this for a second. So, many people type in here and don't realize that you can have spaces. The reason this is important is when it comes to branding. So the name of my store, of course, is The Bearded Veteran. And when people go on Amazon, they see it, it's properly capitalized, and it has a nice look to it. If other people put up their username and say they use like Smelts Ryan or A Vet's Beard, and they run it together and do all lowercase, it's not as presentable as the Bearded Veteran with the spaces and the proper casing. So I want to encourage you to put the proper casing and a good name in this box. You can set up a profile, which we'll cover in a later episode, so people have a storefront they can go to if they want to buy your product specifically. And then, of course, if you run another website where you sell your products and you do private label, things like that, then you can put that website in here. That's just so Amazon can help verify you are who you say you are. Of course, you're going to set up two-step verification. You can do that with a call or SMS. Pretty simple. Just enter your phone number in this box here. Text me now or call me now. Once you receive that text or phone call, you'll enter the code in, it'll verify it, and you'll hit next. Here's a picture of what that looks like. Okay, so here, if you're signing up for the individual or professional seller's account, it will still ask for this information. It's going to ask for your card and your bank information. Your card is to pay them. Your bank is so that they can pay you. Of course, right here you see it's going to charge your card 1 cent for verification. Just be aware of that. And on this screen, it's going to have you fill out a W-9. That's because Amazon is 1099. So of course here you need to choose whether or not you're an individual or a business. If you're a registered business like an LLC like the Bearded Veteran is, then go ahead and select business. And yes, for U.S. tax purposes, are you a U.S. person? Then of course the tax information, it's the same thing you would use on your tax return for your name and address. And then it will ask you for your EIN if you're a business. Of course, sign and submit, you're just going to select the checkbox and then you fill out your name under the signature. Once you're finished and you move to the next screen, you see this green box. You're good to go. You can go ahead and click Exit Interview. If you need to, you can review all the information on the W-9, but once you're finished, hit Exit Interview. Once you see this screen, you have to enable two-step verification, and it makes you do it 2 different ways. I like to use the text and the third-party authenticator. If you happen to have 2 different phone numbers, you can use 2 different phone numbers instead. So here you see step 1 of 3. This is where you're going to do your phone number, and I choose to do the text message for the first one. And here's what the Authenticator app looks like. I use Google Authenticator. It's up to you which one you use. You just open whatever app you use to authenticate, scan the QR code. It will add it to your authentications, and then you put the code in here and hit verify and continue. If you've used an Authenticator app before, this won't be anything new to you. If you have not, it probably sounds like I'm speaking a foreign language. On step 3 of 3 for the 2-step verification, it's going to send up a code to your phone. You can skip codes during sign-in by selecting do not require codes on this browser. And that's the checkbox right above got it, turn on 2-step verification. Once you do that, you're logged in and good to go. Okay, so that is a basic overview of how to register for an Amazon seller's account. Like I said, we're going to move through this 1 step at a time, and I definitely want to bring some people on here who are either doing the same thing or have some experience with online selling, whether that's retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, private label, or wholesale. And I want to get some information out to you guys to help you out. So leave it in the comments, subscribe or follow this show, and be sure to check out the website in the description. Thanks so much for your support, and if you learned anything, then let me know what it was, and let me know if you have any questions. You guys have a great time, and I'll see you on the next episode.